Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and today we'll be going over the markets and looking at the major kind of news headlines over the last 24 hours as well, and just chatting in general. Now, first of all, let me know if you can hear me okay. I've repositioned my microphone. Kind of got it up here so it's not in the way anymore. So let me know in the chat, if you're in the chat just now, if you can see and hear me okay. And I'll just check to make sure we are live and everything is up and running. I think we are. I believe we are. Yes, we are live. Okay, so just let me know if you can hear me okay. I hear you with visuals. I see and hear you fine. Excellent. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate that. Okay, so we'll just jump over and go into the chat area just now. Okay, who do we have in? We've got Alex Jug in the house. Welcome to you. James Oklahoma, one of our brilliant admins. Welcome to you as well. Richard Cooper is in. Rishikesh Chowdhury, G Slick, Gareth Passage, Mervyn Skidmore is in the house. Ross Davison, Marcus Jafari, High Plains Drifter, Mitch Dieter, Jean is in. Scottish Bull is in, not seen you for a while, Scottish Bull. Stu Johnson is in as well. Morning guys, I'm back after time away. Some family issue to deal with last few months, been holding strong and buy during the big dips. Excellent, good to see you back, buddy. Just been offered 8 legs of venison for £250. Mervyn Skidmore. Excellent. Stephen Seathouse is in as well. Okay, we'll dive straight in. And before we go, if you could crush the likes, just go down to the like button just now and hit those like buttons just now, just in case you forget to hit the like button. Everybody's saying it's all looking good and sounding fine. Good. Okay, so we'll dive over to see what's happening in the markets. We're back on to just keep it. Coin Paprika. So market capitalization is 134 billion. Bitcoin dominance is 51.87%. So the Bitcoin dominance has gone up slightly. We can see here Bitcoin is at a price of 3,996, just under the 4,000. But that's an aggregated price. Remember, on different exchanges, it's going to be a different price as well. So we'll see who the winners and losers are. Winners are Repo, up 35% over the last 24 hours. Holochain, which won, we've spoke about that kind of already. I think that's going to do really well in 2019. Already started moving. I recommended that to the premium group at 13 Satoshi. And it kind of started moving immediately. So I think it's up to about 15 Satoshi. Or switching between 14, 15 Satoshi. Crypto.com MCO is up 6.81%. Sorry, CRO is up 8.81%, 6.81. Steam is up 5.73. Tron is up 5.65. So there's a few projects that are up. So there's about 20% of the market is up just now, and about 80% is down. Waves being the biggest one with 9.47% down. Okay, we just look at the markets overall. We'll go to 10K or trading above. Yeah, we'll go trading above 100K and see who's the highest. WX coins, that's traded 284,000. WIT chain is up 67%. Machine exchange is up 45%. Cashberry coin is up. DWS is up 38%. And Grelo is up 30% just now, which is good to see. DLT, we've seen that on Binance. And INCX is up 21%, which is good to see. Over the last 7 days, it'll be interesting to see who's the highest. WX coins. So I don't know about WX coins. And machine exchange up 196%. We'll just look at 10K. See if that's kind of changed. Nope. Who's up with 10K? Winco is up 110% with 29,000 volume. Okay, dive back to chat, see who else is in. And George Charles is in the house. Cyber Cafe for You is in. And Jambi K is in, Mag Pollen is in as well. Good to see you. Okay, so we'll look at some Bitcoin. What's happening with Bitcoin just now? 3,987 at the moment. This is on Bitstamp, the price on Bitstamp just now. You can see the ascending triangle. Here it kind of broke out of that big time, and we're looking to stay round about the $4,000 level. If it breaks down from here, obviously we're looking at 3,900, then down to 3.6, then down to 3.3, then down to 3, but we could break higher from here. We've still got that bull flag as well. We can see, oh, I'm going to take that out. We can see that bull flag here, quite obvious here, so hopefully we're going to break out of that and go back up above $4,000 and stay above the $4,000. So we've got that kind of going on with Bitcoin just now, and it's kind of rising above to the top support line of that kind of bull flag there just now, top resistance line. So if we break through that, we're going through 4,000. So it's looking good for Bitcoin in my eyes at the moment, from what I can see. So hopefully we go back above $4,000, stay above that, and then go up to the $4,400. Okay, we'll just look at see what's happening on kind of Binance. See who's the kind of winners and losers. We've got Vibrate there, or VIB, VIB, not to be confused with VIBE, which is Vibe, which is totally different. So that's one of the ones that we're into just now, and that's for the community and one of the calls of the day as well. So we can see here Agrelo Delta is up big time, and it's up big time since it crossed over. It's up about 74% since it crossed over. This is on a 4-hour chart. Just looking on the daily. See here it crossed over here at 1,030. It's up about 60% since it crossed over. It's looking good for Agrelo Delta. Pundi X, just up and down just now. Any kind of small movement, even a 1 Satoshi movement, is a 10% or 9% jump or drop for that, so we can't really count that. TRX is moving up again. It's up to 618 Satoshi. BNB is looking good as well. That's moving up to 162,000 Satoshi. Litecoin is still going up, which is good for that as well. Steam's starting to move. ENG is starting to move as well. It's looking good. We'll just jump on to kind of Binance, just Bittrex. Just now, see what's happening in Bittrex. So Aragon is up on Bittrex. This is a 4-hour daily chart we're looking at. iHouse token, I haven't actually heard of them. Recently came to the market, I'll take it, 4th of October. That's just crossing over on the daily as well, so that's looking good for them. Core is starting to move as well. So there's a few of them starting to move, which is good. Okay, just going to look at the stock markets. I see what's happening in the world of the stock markets. So look at the Dow Jones first. What happened there? Kind of obviously went up yesterday, and it's been going up over the last couple of days as well. Gone up a fair bit actually, so it's looking better for the stock markets just now. I don't know if they're getting bailed out or not. We'll just look at the UK stock market, FTSE 100, 6,851. So up about 300 points from just before the end of the year. So looking better for the stock market. Still think they're going to go down big time. I think there's going to be major kind of things happening this year in the world of finance and stock markets and housing and loans, etc. I think there's going to be big changes coming, but we need to wait and see kind of what happens and if the government kind of bails them out surreptitiously. Who else has joined us? Liam Hunt is in. Thank God we got out of Pundi. Yeah, we're still in kind of Pundi and community fund. So I just kept that. I didn't see the point in selling it. It's for a couple $100, so I just put a couple $100 and $350 and just I'll start to trade with that for the community fund. Tim Gash is in, good morning to you. Jason Ray is in as well, good morning to you. And okay, so look at some of the news just now. Right, so this kind of attack, we'll look at that first of all. The attack, 51% attack on, this is a Coinbase. I just want to see what they actually said. I was looking for this on the Coinbase announcement. I just want to see, and I couldn't actually see it there. Where the hell is it? Right, so I couldn't find that there, but Coinbase detects 51% attack on Ethereum Classic, included more than 450k in double spends. So what they're saying, I don't understand this, they kind of reported on the blog. I'm just going to see if I can see it there. Oh, it is on there. So it's not in the main headline. So it's a deep chain reorganization detected on Ethereum Classic. So they noticed this on the 5th. And yet they didn't report it until the 7th of January. That's something I don't really understand. So on the 5th of January, Coinbase detected a deep chain reorganization of the Ethereum Classic blockchain that included a double spend. In order to protect customer funds, we immediately paused interaction with the ETC blockchain. So they've suspended it just now on Coinbase, so you can't put in, you can't take out at the moment. So they're going to continue to monitor that. So it really is a 51% attack because somebody's taken over the kind of hash power, or more than 51% of the hash power, and they've actually came back and said Ethereum Classic developers deny 51% attack double spend. So they've come back and said this is not a 51% attack. What they've said is, I'm just going to check. Cryptocurrency is in a bizarre twist for the story developing around Ethereum Classic. Developers for the ETC token are now making the claim that the blockchain has not experienced a 51% attack, in addition to denying the presence of a double spend. So this was the kind of report earlier on from Coinbase. So, however, Ethereum Classic developers were quick to respond to allegations, claiming that a mining pool was responsible for some of the suspicious behaviour, having accounted for more than 50% of the network's hash rate and engaging in selfish mining. So it's not an attack as such, they're just saying it's selfish mining. It's one kind of group, and what they're saying is regarding the recent mining events, we may have an idea of where the hash rate came from. ASIC manufacturer Lindsay confirmed testing of new 1400 mH eHash machines, and so they're blaming it on that. Most likely selfish mining, not a 51% attack, but it's still kind of an attack. Double spends not detected, miner dumped blocks. And this is from Ethereum Classic. So I don't know what's going on with Ethereum Classic, but it's not looking good for Ethereum Classic. They've had kind of more bad news, and this is really kind of bad for them. They've not got the money now to kind of spend on kind of getting more developers. We've kind of seen this last month as well, towards the end of the year. So it's not looking good for Ethereum Classic, and I thought Ethereum Classic was going to be one of the big ones for 2019. But there's more and more bad news coming out all the time with Ethereum Classic, and this is just adding to their kind of woes just now. So not looking good for Ethereum Classic just now. I hope they can pull it back. I really do hope they can pull it back and do something with Ethereum Classic, but it's not looking good at the moment, unfortunately. Crypto sentiment is bullish. More people expect market cap to rise than fall. So this is from a site, and I was checking this out kind of a couple of days ago as well, about the kind of sentiment, and this is from Telegram. So this is from cryptoglobe.com. With most things, the average is mediocrity. With decision making, it's often excellent. You could say it's as if we programmed to be collectively smart. So this is about a collection of kind of minds and kind of going through kind of Telegram, and you can do this kind of poll and seeing if your sentiment is negative, positive, or kind of neutral. And what they're saying is they found that the sentiment is positive towards crypto. And they had, over the course of several weeks, 3 questions on sentiment are posed, namely, what probability do you give to the crypto market? CAB can be higher in 1 month. If you won $1,000, what percentage would you invest in crypto? And what probability would you assign to Bitcoin being below $1,000 in 6 months' time? And these were the results. for it here. You can see that here. I'll just kind of bring that up here. So question 1, you can see here, so it's getting higher, 52%. 2 was about 58%. So question 2 is about 46%, and 3 is kind of low at 18%. So 18% think it could go down to about below $1,000 in 6 months, as opposed to a few weeks ago, even we're talking about 5 weeks ago, 40% of the people surveyed thought could go down to $1,000. So that's just the sentiment there, and we can see this on here. This is altcoin analytics, and this is, we've got here chats. This is a crypto sentiment bot, so a Telegram bot which gives you instant sentiment results. I'm going to check it. I'll just start that here. I'll show you exactly kind of what it's about. It should come up. No, it's not showing us there just now. I'll check that out. But that's a bot it kind of uses anyway. I'll just jump back to chat just now. Greg Samuel is in. Good morning to you. Crypto XLM want to have. It's going to move. I think so. XLM are looking good. There can never be a 51% attack on Digibyte. David Schwartz, good day. I just missed the news on ETC. Yeah, it's just about the 51% attack. ETC are saying it's not a 51% attack, but essentially it kind of is if they've taken over the hash power, even if it is one kind of selfish attack. They're not trying to do anything malicious, they're saying, but no doubt that'll come out over the next couple of days, what is actually happening with the ETC, but it's not looking good. The sentiment is not looking good, and they've subsequently kind of gone down about 10%, I believe. So we'll go ETC, BTC, Ethereum Classic. Yeah, it kind of dropped, and this is on the daily chart. So it was kind of up here, dropped about 13% or so. It's starting to come back up now, but it doesn't look good for Ethereum Classic. And this was one I was kind of holding as well and starting to accumulate until the news kind of last month as well came out. And I'm kind of glad I'm out of just now, but I was starting to accumulate that, and I thought it was going to be good for 2019. It still might be good for 2019. It's just looking less likely that they're going to get the shit together, to be honest. And I think that's what they need to do, just get the shit together. So I need to wait and see what happens with Ethereum Classic, and I hope they do it. I really do hope they do it. G-Select Digibyte got different hash, so no hack. That's why Digibyte got the best tech. Excellent. Imran Chowdhury, Japanese ETF possible launch. Brett, I've not heard that news. Donny Don Matthew, morning Steve. With Bitfinex down for maintenance yesterday, we didn't see the pump, which is usually there, VJ, which usually comes with that. I take it that's what you mean. Good morning from 12 AM in California. Excellent. Scott Greenplay, good morning or good day, whatever the case may be for everyone. I have a small bag of ETC as well. Yeah, it is a shame. It is a shame. I thought Ethereum Classic were going to do brilliant for 2019, and I started accumulating them as well, but out of them just now. Coinbase haven't listed both BCH Ethereum Classic as suspect. Yeah, it is a bit strange. Part I can't understand is if they discovered it on the 5th of January, why did they report it on the 7th of January? So that seems a bit strange to me, and I don't know why that is. But okay, so next part of the news. CoinFloor to relaunch crypto derivatives exchange with stablecoin futures. So this could be a possible, as a competitor to BAKKT. A lot of people are waiting on BAKKT coming out, but they're kind of dragging their heels just now. So CoinFloor or CoinFloor X could actually beat them to it, and they're ready to serve up just now. So CoinFloor X is a Bitcoin futures market and has been spun off from a recent parent company, CoinFloor Group, and will relaunch next month, offering a novel derivative product, stablecoin to stablecoin futures. So the new entity, renamed as CoinFlex, Coin Futures and Lending Exchange, will focus on Asian retail customers and offer 20x leverage. Now, it's going to focus on the Asian retail customers to begin with, which is a huge market, and it's going to offer 20x leverage as well. So the new futures contract will allow traders to exchange Tether for another cryptocurrency designed to hold its value with the US dollar, i.e. USDC, in order to ease cryptocurrency trading across the markets. And the company said, that's what the company said. It did not respond to a request for clarification about stablecoin futures market by press time. So CoinFlex will be owned by a consortium of investors as well. And the new platform will take advantage of Trading Technologies trading software. And this is the first time Trading Technologies has been an investor in an exchange. So it's ready to serve just now. So CoinFlow Group, which will retain an equity stake in CoinFlex, reported transferring some ranking team members to the new exchange, including CoinFlow's co-founder Mark Lam, who relocated from London to Hong Kong to serve as CEO of CoinFlex. So we'll see what happens with that as well. So CoinFlow is a spot exchange, is currently the number 127th crypto exchange by 24-hour trading volume, according to CoinMarketCap. So this is kind of part of it, relaunching the crypto derivatives exchange with stablecoin futures as well. How that's going to quite work, I don't actually know. India's had a lot of kind of problems recently with in regards to cryptocurrency, or the crypto traders have had a lot of problems with the government, the Indian government. So it's now saying kind of India could legalise cryptocurrencies. Government panel mulls strict regulations. So hodlers in India have a reason to smile in the new year, as holding cryptocurrencies in the country could soon be legalised. According to the New Indian Express, a government committee has already met twice on the matter, and a report is likely to be submitted to the country's Ministry of Finance next month. As per a source who spoke to the publication, the legalisation of cryptocurrencies will happen under strict conditions. So we don't know for sure what's going to happen there, but it could be big for Bitcoin, it could be big for the cryptosphere as a whole, and it could be big for Indian crypto traders as well. So it just depends on what they're going to do with that. And March, because March 2017 recommended a total ban on digital assets in the world's second most populous country later that year. So we'll need to wait and see kind of what happens with India. But it could be big, and it could be big news if it does turn out that they're going to legalise that as well. Malta government is committed to blockchain island vision despite criticism. So Malta's government has hit back at recent claims by the opposition leader Adrian Delia about its silence and inaction concerning the cryptocurrency market. So it says the Nationalist Party Net FM, Delia declared that the prolonged cryptocurrency bear market was a cause for concern for many stakeholders, and he expressed concerns over the government's silence in the matter, saying investors had a right to know the government's position given the state of the market. For Delia, the government's silence is in stark contrast to its claim of striving to make Malta the global blockchain island. So for the Secretariat, the focus is on creating and enabling environment for all stakeholders in the market to thrive. Thus, the government says it's trying to balance regulations with protection for investors. So it still looks as if Malta is going for this blockchain island, and they're looking to become the kind of haven for blockchain as well. Obviously, Binance, OKX, BitB and ZPay were amongst some of the prominent exchanges to make the move in 2018 over to Malta. And they're talking about a Maltese bank as well with Binance as well. So there's a lot of things happening in Malta just now. So we need to wait and see what comes of that as well. But they're still looking to become the kind of blockchain island just now. So no change there. Okay, and I think that's the news for just now. I think I covered everything. Ethereum Classic. Done that, done that, done that. Yep. Okay, Dirty Fergie, yo, what's happening? Good to have you here. Good to see you here. Imran Chowdhury, Japanese ETF story on Bloomberg. Excellent, I'll check that out later. I'm just going to finish up a wee bit earlier today because we're going out today. I'm going out somewhere before coming back, obviously. Dent looking good long term. Dent is looking really good long term. What do you think of Chainlink? I think Chainlink look really good actually. I checked them out a couple of days ago and it does look good. What's the latest on BABB? BABB is nothing happening just now. BABB are up for an award as well. I noticed that the other day. I forgot to mention it yesterday. They're up for an award for fintech companies. I'll just check the Twitter just now. It's not big, huge news, but it's good. It's good news for shortlisting for BABB. So this is the FS Tech Awards 2019, and you can see BABB are up for. Where are they? And BABB. Blockchain Project of the Year. So it's up against Cobalt, Commerce Bank, Finverity, HSBC, Nuggets, and Tokenize. So it's up for an award which comes out in March 2019. I think it's good. Yeah, 21st of March 2019. Where it might be winner of the award. So we don't know. So that's the only piece of kind of news that's kind of came out with BABB. With regards to price, it's kind of come back down again. We'll just look at BABB. It's between 9 and 10 Satoshi just now, or 10 and 11 just on the cusp. KuCoin.com /. So it's went down about 10% just now. So it's coming back up a wee bit. Between 10 and 11 just now. So to buy at 10 Satoshi is 3 million, and it was about 35 million before. To sell at 11 Satoshi is 16 million, or 1.8 Bitcoin worth. Not that much at all. So there's no real news with BABB just now. And it's just been trading in this channel for ages, since October. Well, since September really. Just been trading in this channel. Digitex futures. What's happening with Digitex? I kind of told you I was personally out of Digitex futures yesterday. And a few people weren't. It's not that they weren't happy with it. They just kind of had a few words to say. So yeah, I spoke about that yesterday while I was out, but I really hope they do well, and hopefully I can still get to check out the exchange just now, well, possibly within a couple of weeks' time, and check out and really see kind of what it's all about, and then I can make up my mind what I'm going to do with Digitex. Metamorph is still down, I think, as well, last time I looked. Yeah, down to 88 Satoshi at the moment, which is a bit shit. Not good at all. And Howdo, nothing much happening with Howdo either. 308 Satoshi for Howdo, and near its all-time low. So nothing much happening there either. Hot will do well. Yep, I think so. ADA News look great. We spoke about that yesterday, actually, James. And so I don't know if you've seen yesterday's. So James had sent over a piece of news, but we'd actually spoken about it yesterday as well. So I would really appreciate you kind of sending that over, James. But we did speak about it yesterday about it being. I'm just going to check. Let's see if I like that. I can't remember the website. I've got it in my. Oh, bollocks. I can't remember the website. I've actually got it in the MacBook, in the kitchen. That's where I do most of my work. So I need to check that out. I don't know if I've got it. I don't think I have. But it tells you the most active kind of projects on GitHub. And ADA was the one for the last 12 months. I noticed INS is big for this week, and there's a few checked out. I need to get that for tomorrow because it's actually a really interesting website. Crypto Moon Boys, is it really bullish? It feels terrible right now. It's much better than it was last month. At the beginning of last month, if we look at kind of Bitcoin, where it was. where it has been at the beginning of December. I think the sentiment is much higher than it was round about even 3 weeks ago. Much higher than it was, I'd say. Matthew Parks, dollar average NPXS when the market shows sustained signs of reversal. I'm not sure about PundiX. For me, and I kind of mentioned this yesterday as well, when PundiX were going for the other ICO that they were talking about, that raised a big red flag for me, and I would say I wouldn't, because I was big on PundiX and I thought they're going to do great, they're going to do fantastic, they've got so much going for them, they're actually making money with their XPOS machines, with their phone coming out as well, they're going to kind of seminars, but when they actually kind of mentioned last week or the week before that they're going to come out with a new ICO to raise some money, and it was going to be called, so I can't remember the name of it now, that was a big red flag for me, and I thought, nah, that's just a money grab, didn't like it, and I got out on principle. They since came back and said, okay, we do apologise, we're not going to do that anymore, and we're just going to leave it and apologise to the community. But for me, I'm out of PundiX, but we're still in it for the community coin. It might still go up, it might still do well, but for me it was a kind of money grab, and it showed a lack of integrity, to be honest. That's what it showed for me. So I'm out of kind of PundiX, so I won't be, I'll still trade it, but I'm not in it for the long term. I thought for the long term it's going to be good, this could be amazing if they get their act together for 2019, but when they done that kind of last week and a couple of weeks ago, I just didn't like it at all. I thought it showed a lack of integrity, so for me I wouldn't personally do it. There's something not quite right there as well. And I know I've been kind of saying it, promoting kind of PundiX and thinking it's going to be good, and couldn't understand why the price was going down and down and down. But no, there's something not quite right there as well. Electroneum still looking strong. It is looking strong. Electroneum. I actually checked on the app this morning. Can't get logged into the app again. I've also had problems with the app because I'm mining Electroneum on the mobile, but it's not working just now. It's not been working for a while, to be honest. I thought I'll try it again this morning, so it's funny you should mention that, but it's still looking good. The price is looking good, the project is looking good. I think FuseX will still do okay. The cards are a lot better than 10x and Monaco. Yeah, I don't know about that at all. I know you've kind of mentioned this a couple of times, but there's a lot of kind of companies coming out with these cards as well. High Points Drifter, thinking of joining the group and compounding $1,000. That'd be excellent. That'd be excellent if you've done that. High Points Drifter. If anybody's in the group, the premium group, sorry, I'm losing my voice. If you can put in the comments what you think about it, that'll give you kind of High Points Drifter. I don't want to tell you how good it is, because that's obviously I'm biased. But if anybody else is in the group and you think the premium group is worth the kind of price of joining, then let High Points Drifter know just what you think of it, and just be honest. So it's better than me kind of telling you about it, but I do really enjoy the group. I think the group is brilliant. It's a brilliant group of people, and we obviously get the calls as well, so you can do the compounding. As well, we're looking to compound on 5, 10, 20, 30%. I think it could be really good, but it's up to you whether you join or not, but it'd be good to see you in there, High Points Drifter. Okay, still needs a product. Yes, it does. Ada uses Polkadot and has okay languages. Rafi Bergosi, morning Steve, morning all. What have I missed? We're just finishing up. We're just finishing up just now, or nearly finished. I sold my Pundi holdings, too risky. Yeah, I think so. I sold my PundiX because of what you mentioned. Yeah, that was from Johnny V. And I know I've been a kind of big advocate for it before, but when they done that, I was out, I'm afraid. And I don't think, for me, I won't be kind of back. I'll still trade it if it kind of looks good for trading, but not to invest in. Mohammed suggests some coin till 31st of January. Well, I'll do that on the daily calls. So if you've been looking at the daily calls, I do a daily call video as well. And from Monday to Friday, sometimes on a Saturday and Sunday as well. So you can check them out as well. I'm a premium member and I think it's worth every dollar. Rafi Bogosian, thanks very much, mate. I really appreciate that. Much less problems since the update. That's the oh right, I'll need to update it then. Maybe that is the issue. Loyal Tangi, hello Steve. TRX looking great. Enter on some in January 17th. We'll reveal several developing projects on the platform. Yes, Tron is looking brilliant just now. 627 has gone up even more. And that's one of the ones I called in a premium group at 533. And that was only about 3 or 4 days ago, and it's jumped up. Yeah, it's jumped up already. What we on? We should be on about 20% on that call, 17-18%. Yep, so it's up to 625, doing really well at the moment. Just looking at VIB. I keep waiting for them to kind of make a big move, but it's not making that move, but it's breaking out of that ascending triangle. So expect something vibrate to kind of move any day soon. But it's just kind of teetering along this line. And I don't know, it's not broken out yet, but kind of expecting it's coming towards the end of that triangle as well. Marcus Jafari, I'm in premium too. Good calls in community. Excellent, thanks for that, Marcus. So far from premium group, I've increased my POE position in TRX. I've already got my money's worth. Excellent, excellent. Also, Steve, I never thanked you for that. Thank you, Steve. Cheers, mate. And thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now. Obviously, we're trying to keep the video shorter as well, and just trying to cram as much in as possible. But I just want to thank you for joining me. Really, really appreciate it. I'll be doing a daily call later on today. I had troubles yesterday. I forgot. I had trouble yesterday doing one. I'd recorded it and it didn't record the sound, and then I recorded it again and it didn't record the sound. There's something wrong with Camtasia. I used Camtasia to do the daily calls, so I had to kind of shut that down, start again, and I didn't do the video after that. So we'll get one done today, one of the daily calls, and get more calls done for the premium group. But we've got enough calls in there to last us for a wee bit. So yeah, don't forget the likes. Mervyn Skidmore, go down to the like button just now. If you do me a favour, go down to the like button and just hit that like button just now, and we'll try and get more subscribers to the channel. And that's it. We'll leave it there for today. Until tomorrow, namaste. Take care. Bye now.